Hi everyone, it's Sabi. I'm at the DAC and it is Wellness Wednesday. So today for class, we are going to be focusing on the importance of just understanding the term empathy, okay? And meaning that is to really just practice putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and understanding things from their perspective, all right? It's about sharing an emotion with someone even if you're not feeling the same way. So we're going to work, I'm gonna start out with just a short video here, about 5 minutes. We're gonna show it on camera, and then we'll get into some exercises and the lesson for you all to look into. Again, it'll just be a shortened version of what you would normally have in class here, but that's okay. We'll get started. I do, as you noticed, okay, I can move around and the camera moves too, so I'm not setting this up. We have a helper. Her name is Sarah, and she is working on an equine certification in mental health. So she's getting some hours here at the DAC, and she's gonna help us along today for class. And you might be able to see her face here in a little while.
Exactly is empathy. Empathy is when you are able to understand how someone else might be thinking or feeling about a situation. Some people say empathy is like putting yourself in their shoes and trying your best to imagine what they might be going through. Empathy is not about what you would do if you were them or how you are feeling. It's all about the other person. Why is empathy so important? Empathy is important because it helps you know how to best respond to other people. When you have an idea of how someone is feeling, you have a better chance of knowing what to do or say to them that might be helpful. For example, Suzy's cat ran away from home last night. Ask yourself, how do you think she might be feeling? Put yourself in her shoes for just a minute. Imagine if you were Suzy and you had a cat that you loved and played with every day. Imagine if one day the cat was gone and you didn't know if it was ever coming back. How would that feel? Probably not great. If you were Suzy, you'd likely be feeling sad, heartbroken, and very worried. Since you took the time to try to understand what Suzy might be feeling, now you can better respond to her and connect with her in a way that is helpful. You could say something such as, I know how much you love your cat. You must be feeling really sad. Or you could do something nice for Suzy, like offer to help put up posters around the neighborhood. Empathy is not only about figuring out how someone is feeling, but also caring enough to do something about it. Practicing empathy makes you a more caring person and a better friend. It brings you closer to people because they feel that you truly understand what they're going through. Empathy works with happy feelings too. If your friend is happy because he made the volleyball team, you can use empathy to be excited with him. Even if you don't really like volleyball, you know how much this means to your friend, and you can truly be happy for him. So how can you start practicing empathy with others? Here are 4 things that you can start doing today. 1. Pay attention to other people's feelings. You can watch people's faces and body language to get an idea of how they might be feeling. You can also listen to their words or the tone of their voice to get clues about what they are feeling or thinking. If you're ever unsure, you can always just ask, how are you feeling right now? By paying attention to people's feelings, you will have a better idea about how to interact with them. 2. Think before you speak or act. Ask yourself, how do I think my words or actions are going to make this other person feel? If something you're doing is making other people feel sad or upset, you might want to think about changing that behavior. For example, you may know a joke that you think is really funny, but if you can imagine that it may hurt someone's feelings, it may be best not to share it after all. 3. Realize that everyone is different. Just because something is not a big deal to you, doesn't mean that it might not be a big deal for someone else. Everyone feels differently about certain situations, and that's okay. Even if you may not feel the same way, you can still be helpful to others by working to understand things from their point of view. 4. Stand up for others. Even if there's a situation that has nothing to do with you, there are still ways for you to be helpful. For example, you might see a kid getting bullied or picked on by the other kids in class. Instead of staying out of it, you can use empathy to imagine how he might be feeling. Then you can do something about it and help stand up to the bullies. By using empathy, you can be a hero for other people. That's all we have for you today. I hope you learned a lot and you found this information helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe.
All right, hi everybody again. I hope you all found a little joy in watching that short video about empathy. Again, it's really just understanding the way that somebody else is feeling, and it really is an important skill for us to be able to build and just maintain our relationships with one another, okay? So, aside from the video, if we were at the DAC, we would have watched the video, and then we would have been getting up to get active. So I'm going to run you through 3 exercises, and we'll do those 3 exercises 3 times together. So if you're at home and you're watching, we're going to start out, we'll do our 5, we're going to do 5 squats, and then open up our chest with our arms, kind of like this, all right? And 1, we'll do 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, we'll relax. We'll do 5 hip circles to the right side. And then if you're watching and you guessed, we're going to do 5 to our left side as well. Okay, and we'll switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do 10 shoulder taps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. We'll relax, shake out those arms, and then we'll do those again, starting out with the 5 squats. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, and if you're at home, feel free to use a chair for those, okay? Where we just sit down, we'll stand up, and then you can do them that way, all right? We'll do 5 hip circles to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. That was like 4.5. Okay, and 5 to the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll do our shoulder taps again. Just reach those arms up nice and high. Take some deep breaths in between. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, one more time through. Ready? I'll sit down for this one. 1, open up the chest. 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. Good, relax. 5 circles to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's do 5 to the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And then our last time with our shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, go ahead and relax where you're at. What we're going to do for class, I'm going to start out with just I have a worksheet here, and I'm not going to really show you what it looks like just yet. I'll just give you a quick glimpse. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, that was it. That's all you get. So, on this sheet is a list of emotions that I have, and there are 8, 12, there are 14. Okay, so if you're at home and you're watching, I'm going to shout out an emotion, and I want you at home to give your best face or just impression of what that emotion is. Okay, so if I said the word happy, I want you to do it to yourself or have somebody join you, and I want you to act out being happy wherever you're at. Your best impression of being happy. Maybe that's a really big smile or throwing your arms up in the air. Okay, so we're going to go through all 14, and I just want you to have an understanding of what the difference is between those. Okay, so we did happy, and I'll do my best here too. I have my mask on, so it might be a little hard to see my face, but the second one I have is being scared. All right, if you are scared, what would you do? What would you look like if you were scared? Okay, so maybe I would shrug my shoulders a little bit, crouch down, maybe close my eyes a little bit if I was scared. Okay. Our third one is being bored. If you are bored and you don't have anything to do, what do you think that would look like? Maybe I'll sit down in this chair. Okay, I'll put my hands underneath my chin. All right. Sarah, do I look bored?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Number 4, being angry. Being angry. And I'm going to show you this here in a little bit. If you're angry, what does that look like? Maybe, I don't know, cross my arms, right? My nose gets scrunched, my eyes start squinting. That's being angry. So take some time. Do some of those on your own. Being sad. What would being sad look like? Okay, maybe okay, let's turn. Turn with me, Sarah. I'll draw this one up on the board. Okay, we have a face. That's the head. That's the head. There's a little hair. Okay, little baby. Nose. And a sad. Okay, sad face there. Sarah doesn't like it. All right. Our next one is being surprised. All right, being surprised. Again, mouth open, arms up. That's similar to being excited, or maybe putting your hands underneath of your chin like this. All right. What if I asked you to look worried? If you looked worried, I want you to try and do that one at home too. Okay. Number 8, being excited. Again, that kind of goes along. That's like extra happy, right? You might be happy with just a smile. All right, hold on. There's the little face, 2 eyes. Happy, but if you were excited, maybe the mouth would be wide open like that, right? So there's a difference between those two. Okay, what about being confused? If somebody is confused, right, maybe they'll start scratching their head, squint their eyes a little bit. Frustrated, so maybe you're angry, all right? Maybe you're angry, but frazzled in a way too. So hands go on top of your head, maybe your eyes get really big. 1, 2, we'll do 4 more. I want you to act out being embarrassed by something. All right. Being joyful, again, that goes along with being happy and excited, but being joyful, maybe you're just out, you're up and you're bouncing around too. Disgusted is our next one. Okay, so just kind of maybe being grossed out, or that might be a mix of being mad too as well. And then being jealous about something. Being jealous, all right? If Sarah and I both had a lollipop in our hands, and Sarah had an orange one, and I had a blue one, but orange is my favorite color, and I don't have that one, I would probably be jealous. Right, Sarah?
Yep.
Yes. All right, so now I'm going to hold this up for you to look at. Okay, let's hold this up nice and close. I want you to go through all 14 of those, again, being happy, scared, bored, angry, sad, surprised. We have worried, being excited about something, being confused, frustrated, embarrassed, joyful, disgusted, and jealous. And there are a whole bunch of other words down here. These are just our most popular emotions that we have and other people have. Okay, but there are some other ones even that are listed down below. Some of them are synonyms to the others. But those are the 14 emotions that we are starting out class with. Okay, so now with this sheet, I have written down 10 examples, 10 sentences, and I'm going to ask Sarah, I'm going to say a sentence, and she is going to write on the board what emotion she thinks she would feel going along with that sentence. Okay, so that'll make more sense here in a second, but I'm going to write up some of these so that she has those options to choose from. Okay, so as I write these, I'm going to write up just so she has a list, right? I'll do it all capitals. We'll do happy. Okay, I'm going to write scared. We'll do bored. And then this way you guys can see too as well what we're working with. Angry. Sad. Surprised. Do worried. Excited. Do confused. frustrated. Oops. Embarrassed. We'll do all right, and to finish, jealous. So even now that I'm going to have Sarah maybe even just underline or circle the words that she's feeling, okay, to go along with the sentence that I read to you all. All right? So you just hold right there, Sarah. Give me 1 second. There. All right, let's pass along the camera here, okay? So Sarah, you guys get a good look at her. Whoop, or just swap. All right. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so listen. So again, I have 10 sentences for you. I'm going to read them up, and I want you to circle. Oh, we can just put that on the table. Good. Thank you. And just circle or underline the word that you feel going along with my sentence here, okay? So number 1 is, you just won a prize that you were not expecting. A big prize, a grand prize of something that she wasn't expecting. How do you think Sarah would be feeling? Or even if you're at home, think about one of these words, 1 or 2 of these words that are on the board right now to go along with that. Sarah would feel what?
Well, I would feel surprised.
She would feel surprised, yes.
As well as happy.
As well as happy, right? It's a grand prize of something she didn't know was coming. She's surprised and happy. Very good, Sarah. All right, number 2. Okay, you are trying to take notes with a pencil on a sheet of paper. Okay, and your pencil tip keeps breaking on you. Keeps breaking. How does that make you feel?
I would feel frustrated.
Frustrated. I think I would agree. Frustrated. Yes, very good. All right, number 3. Okay, you are at home today. You are not working. You don't have any classes, no work to do. You have nothing to do today. How does that make you feel?
I would feel very bored.
She would feel very bored, yes. All right, good job. Number 4. Okay, you're going for a walk outside, and now the sun starts to set a little bit earlier in the day, how do you think you would feel going for a walk in the dark when it's pitch black outside?
I would probably be pretty scared.
Be a little bit scared, yes.
And maybe worried.
Good job. Very good. All right, number 5. Let's say, now I can't see your teeth, but what if I said that you had something stuck in your teeth that you didn't want other people to see? Or maybe you got something splashed on your forehead here that's not supposed to be there. How do you think you'd feel?
Probably would feel very embarrassed.
Embarrassed, a little embarrassing, huh? Yeah. Good. Okay. Number 6. Okay, you've been waiting for something brand new to come out, whether that's an electronic device or a new toy or something, and somebody gave it to you as a gift. How do you think you'd feel? You got something that you've been wanting for a really long time. Somebody gave it to you as a present. How do you think you'd feel?
I would feel very joyful.
Very joyful. Yes, good term. Good. All right, and we'll do our next one. How about you see yourself on television for the first time? You see yourself on TV.
I'd probably feel really excited.
Feel excited. Good. We use joyful, excited, bored, embarrassed, surprised. Good. All right. Number 9. So yesterday, this goes along with yesterday's, it snowed. It snowed just a couple of weeks ago as well, but yesterday we got a really big snow. How does that make you feel? Because this is a mix of emotions. Some people might not enjoy that type of weather. Some people might be happy about it, but how does Sarah feel about snow?
We
have
Probably
Maybe I'm happy.
a little bit of disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Okay. And even tying being worried about that because the roads could be in a poor condition, you never know. So that's a mix of emotions right there. All right, and number 10, to go along with our coronavirus pandemic, what if the stores are out of toilet paper and you need toilet paper? How would that make you feel, right? The stores are out of toilet paper. You don't know where to go to get any.
I probably would feel pretty angry.
Might feel a little bit angry.
Maybe a little jealous.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes. That's all right. Okay. Well, thanks, Sarah. Let me pass this back on to you. Good. We'll swap. Very good. So again, if you're at home and you want to go back and just listen to those sentences again and write down the way that they would make you feel, I would suggest that you do that. Okay? And then to finish off the class, we are going to go through this what is empathy worksheet. All right? And we're just going to kind of write about a time that we felt that we noticed somebody feeling one of these emotions up here. So we can write about a time when you felt happy or sad because you felt what somebody else was feeling. So if Sarah won some grand prize, right, that was my first example, would I be happy for her too? Yes, of course I would be, right? So take some time to write about an example that you may have. Number 2 asks, do you think that empathy is a good thing? And in that video, there were several examples of the benefits of understanding empathy. Again, just being able to share emotions with somebody and understand how they're feeling is a very good skill for us to build those relationships and keep them, okay? And then our last one says to write some ways that you might strengthen your empathy by caring for other people. All right, so maybe just having conversations with folks or being more understanding and listening to things that people have to say, being an active listener rather than just letting something go in one ear and out the other, Or we can do some exercises like this, chat in person, again, just to get an idea. But that is all that I had for you for class today, okay? I hope you guys are tuning in and are taking some time to watch. On Friday, it is Fitness Friday, and I do have a workout for you guys. I will get that pre-recorded tomorrow and then have that uploaded to the Facebook page as well, okay? Thanks again, Sarah, for your help today, and I will see everybody later. Be safe.